Hello there. Do you enjoy casting spells? Do you enjoy casting spells without paying for them? Well, what if I told you you can get free spells by turn 3? That's right, not turn 4, not turn 10, but turn 3. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy, then I have a deck for you. It's this Naya Abuelo's Awakening combo deck. I would also mention the enchantment's name, but for the life of me, I can never pronounce this name, so it's just going to be called The Enchantment. This is The Enchantment. Anyway, today I'm taking a look at this Naya Enchantment Abuelo's Awakening combo. Typically, you see it in a Azorius deck. You know, you just dig through your deck, counter opponent's spells, and then once you get the enchantment in the graveyard, you use Abuelo's Awakening to bring it back out. You cast Invasion of Arcovios, and then get your win con from the sideboard and win the game that way. Well, I was on Reddit the other day, and someone had made a post about a Naya Abuelo's combo deck. And why would you do that? Well, so their thought was that if you can consistently get the combo off on turn 3, it doesn't give your opponent enough time to answer your combo, and it's a better strategy than trying the Azorius version. And I thought that sounded really interesting, so I decided to give it a try. Basically, if you have Land of War Elves on turn 1, you can cast Seize the Spoils on turn 2, which you can either put the enchantment or something else into the graveyard and makes a treasure, and then on turn 3, you already have 5 mana, which means that you could either cast Abuelo's Awakening or Campus Renovation. And then there's also Invasion of Urgamon. In case you don't have Land of War Elves, you can still cast Invasion of Urgamon on turn 2 to create a treasure and put the enchantment in the graveyard. And then on turn 3, you'll have 4 mana, so you'd have to have Abuelo's Awakening, not Campus Renovation, but still, that's turn 3, you can cast Abuelo's Awakening using the treasure and the 3 lands. Then you have Cash Grab and Demand Answers to help dig through the deck, as well as the World spell. So this is something you probably cast after you reanimate the enchantment, but maybe you don't have the Invasion in hand yet, so you cast the World spell and use chapters 1 and 2 to look 7 deep to find the Invasion. And that's the deck in a nutshell. If I can find the original post that I found this deck, I'll put a link in the description below. I did switch some cards around, so this isn't exactly like how the original post made up their deck, but it's pretty close. There's really minor differences, I think. And then, yeah, I think that's all I have to say for now. So without any further ado, let's just get to the games and see how this crazy combo does on the ladder. All right, on the play with actually a pretty decent hand. Yeah, I can keep this. It's a turn 3 win if I can, well, if I draw all the right cards, obviously, but I can get the enchantment down on turn 3 against Boros. Right, gotta go with the Invasion. We did find a 3rd land, so that's good. All we need now is Invasion of Arcovios. And hope that the opponent does not... Oh, alright. Oh, that's just game then. It doesn't really matter which one, but... Okay, here we go. Confirm 0. We get this down. Okay. We get this down. And then we get to the sideboard to get Beseech the Mirror. Alternate cost. We don't bargain. We grab the other Invasion. We play the other Invasion. We go to the sideboard. This is important. Don't screw this up. You gotta get that this town ain't big enough. So that you can grab both of these back into your hand. Then next, you to the graveyard, get this town ain't big enough back. And we do have untapped land, which is important, because sometimes you end up with just a bunch of tap lands, and then this part doesn't work. But you can grab Rebuild the City. This is the faster way to win with this deck, from like what I experimented with. And then we go here and grab the invasions back again. And you only have to do Rebuild the City twice, then you have lethal. Which I appreciate Bleed Kale for letting me demonstrate this. Okay. And then this town ain't big enough. Get both of the invasions back. Yeah. And then with this, we grab Heroic Reinforcements. Just to make sure. Yeah. So, and then I'll attack here. They hit. They can block one creature, and that's about it. And I'm very sorry to the opponent, but they never got to see turn 3. Okay, on the play with this is not the most keepable hand, but alright, so this is what's gonna happen. Turn 2, we play Invasion Ergamon, get rid of this enchantment here, and then we're going to draw Abuelo's Awakening, and then we're just gonna have the combo turn 3. We're gonna draw Abuelo's Awakening. Did not happen. Opponent is playing, I don't know. I guess we can demand answers. But we can do it in we can do it instant speed, so it's okay. Opponent plays Ancient Cornucopia. Nothing else, so we'll discard a card, discarding the other one, and I guess we'll discard Cash Grab. There we go. And at this point, we'll go ahead and play this out. With sideboard, opponent doesn't have anything. So there was the fear that the opponent would have a oops, I screwed this up. I was supposed to grab the Beseech, not the this town ain't big enough, but either way, still could have gotten the combo. Alright, opponent goes first, and I have a pretty decent hand, actually. So, yeah, technically, we could get it, this enchantment into play by turn 3. assuming opponent doesn't kill our Llanowar elves in the next 2 turns, which is kind of a hard ask for a Rakdos. Clutcher's Vault. So they're a reanimation deck. I mean, I guess so are we. I was thinking of doing Invasion, but Seize the Spoils is better. I was really hoping we'd draw Abuelo's Awakening, but no go. Alright, opponent left up 2 mana, but Rakdos doesn't really have a way to interact with enchantment. And then we have the World Spell. Whoops, didn't want to do that, but it's alright. Okay, we'll get the World Spell and hope we find the Invasion of Arcovios that way. Opponent didn't want to see if I actually was going to pull off the combo or not, so either way, yeah. Look at that. First game on ranked, and was able to pull it off turn 3. Alright, on the draw with... I have like pretty much the whole combo here. I just need a way to discard the enchantment. With so many discard abilities, alright, so one of 2 things is going to happen. Either I'm going to draw the discard and we're going to get the combo off, or 2, I'm just going to keep drawing all of my combo pieces and none of the actual discard. So, what are we betting on? I'm going to bet on we're going to draw the discard. Llanowar Elves. Llanowar Elves. And look at that. We're already off to a good start to being able to get a turn 3 win. Opponent is being very aggressive. Alright, we'll do this. And yes, we'll do this. And pass the turn. And we just gotta hope that opponent doesn't leave mana open for removal. If they don't attack in this time, okay. They could still have a cut down. They could not have a cut down. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's game. All right, so let's see if they allow us to do it. We can do X is 0. Arcovios, or what is it? Arcovios. We go to the sideboard. We grab the Beseech. We don't bargain. We grab a second copy of the Invasion, and then opponent gives up. All right, that's 3 games in a row I was able to pull off the combo on turn 3. I'll be honest, I was practicing with this deck, and this is normally it doesn't go this well. This is the most consistent it has been. This is going to be a short video if I just keep winning on turn 3. Though eventually I'll have like a weak hand, I'm sure. Like this one. Yeah, I don't have anything going on this one. I cannot keep this, but at least I'm on the play. Reanimate, and no red mana. Cash grab on turn 2. Yeah, and I think we gotta say goodbye to the world spell, maybe? So we got a cash grab, and if we don't find... well, one, we need to find red mana. We found the red mana. And then so with cash grab, we just gotta find... Well, we just gotta mill the enchantment. Though we are up against Azorius, so I don't know if they run... Okay, so this is control. Very much unfortunate. But I think here we... If we seize the spoils, and I don't think we need Invasion of Urgamon. One with the multiverse. So one with the multiverse can help us get started. But against control, it's a little bit harder. I want to seize the spoils. I name red. I guess we just seize the spoils into open mana. See if they let us do it, or they're gonna counter this as well. Okay, they're gonna counter that as well. It's fine by me. We'll pass the turn and cash grab, I guess, on our turn. If they're going to do something here. Silver Scrutiny, draw 2. Okay, I'm just going to cash grab now. Doesn't really matter. Just white and red. Okay, opponent taps down, stock up. Okay, so they're holding up. Well, they're probably just holding up. There's no more lines. So we'll just pass the turn and get to a point where we can actually pay for no more lies. Though at this point, yeah, we could just be dead in the water here. Oh, they let us have it. Okay. Do we play this land? I think so. Can we pass a turn? Mind Splice Apparatus. Interesting. Okay. So this is probably going to be our first loss. I'll be honest. Control, especially where we did not have a very good draw, I should say. And going up against an opponent that just keeps holding up counter spells, it's pretty bad. We will discard a card. I don't think we need any more lands. Opponent's getting impatient though, it seems. If they counter this, they had a negate. But they still have... Okay. They had a negate. Guess we'll just pass the turn. But Unfortunately, we have to get through the counter spells. They're not going to tap out. Especially with a Mind Splice apparatus out. And it just keeps stocking up with stock up. Yeah. Our deck just doesn't do anything. I mean... it's just gonna happen now. Pretty sure they're just gonna counter this. And I'm just not drawing anything, so... opponent hasn't shown any sort of win condition, though. Which, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Oh, hey, I can play this, though. Do they have another negate? Which is good here. We'll just go with this town ain't big enough. We don't have any blue mana, right? Is the problem. Heroic reinforcements. I don't know. There's no point in like sticking around. I don't know. All right, on the play. I think we can keep this. Line of War Elves into cash grab. If we can grab, if we can find a you know, one of the enchantments that I can never pronounce, we'll be good to go. We'll also need to get 5 mana for campus renovation. Also got to remember to play Copperline Gorge first if I want to play Line of War Elves on turn 1. See if opponent is here. Oh hey, look, they're already was it tier 1 or level 1, whatever it is. They're about to make Diamond. Opponent has Mulligan down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which makes me think they either have like a very specific combo-ish deck or they're mono red. Are they burn? Yes, they are mono red. Do we cash grab now? No. Well, okay, yeah, why not? Alright, we did find... we need another land, yeah. No decks. Maybe I should have waited for, yeah, I should have waited. Then they might have not been in such a rush to kill off my Line of War Elves. Yeah. Right, I don't need 2 Arcovius. Well, I do need 2, but I don't need it 2 right now in my hand. Okay. So we have Abuelo's Awakening. The only thing is, one with the multiverse does not win me the game. I need one with the multiverse to draw... what's it called? The enchantment I can't pronounce, ever. Also, I'm probably dead next turn if I can't win next turn. Alright. What do we got? So what do we go for here? I guess we just hope that I shouldn't have played that land. Alright. What can I do from here? Alright. There's no 1 mana solution anywhere. Yeah, I should not have played that land out. I could have played that land. Well, I don't know. Library. Yeah. Nothing. And that's gonna happen. So this is what... this is the whole deck, right? You either find the combo or you don't. Alright, this is a not very keepable hand. Ugh. This would have... if it wasn't a 1-lander... I mean, I guess I have to keep this. It's gotta be like that. Hope that they don't kill my Line of War elves. On the draw. This is pretty tough. And if we're up against control again, definitely not a... oh wait, never mind. We're up against the same... we're up against the same deck. So the Azorius version is not as quick as this version, but they have a lot more tools, I guess you could say. Such as counter spells, which they might do here. Or not. Okay, opponent plays Moment of Truth. Conduit pylons. So now it becomes a question of who's going to find the combo piece first. It's definitely not us. We want to go Battlefield Forge, I think. We could just go for the world spell. And then hope we get it, demand answers, get another thing. I think... dang, man. That was going to be our best chance. But we shall see. Now opponent has like just 1 turn too late. Let's see if opponent taps out. They do cast Moment of Truth, so they can't get the combo this turn. Ooh, okay. So they pretty much tapped out. This means they don't have anything. Discard a card. Alright, so now we just gotta hope that opponent doesn't have a bounce spell. But I mean, it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I don't feel any stick. Alright, so opponent should know what's happening now. Alright, get the go views. Alright, so they're gonna make me go through it all, huh? Alright. Sideboard, get this town ain't big enough. Get both of these back. Graveyard to get this town ain't big enough. And then sideboard to get rebuild the city. Get a bunch of lands. We will get our dudes back. Get rebuild the city back. Get this town ain't big enough back. Make a bunch of creatures. Get these back. And then go sideboard and get heroic reinforcements. And how do we do this? Yeah. I don't know why I suddenly forgot that I was supposed to push all attack, but there you go. Finishing off the video with winning against the mirror match. The games went pretty quick, so I don't know how long this video ended up being, but the deck worked a lot better than I expected though, that's for sure. And we're here for some final thoughts on this deck. I'll be honest, it performed a lot better than I expected. I was prepared to play a lot of games and just losing a bunch, but instead I went, let's see, I played 7 games, lost 2, so I went 5-2. So that's pretty good. It's not a huge sample size, obviously, and if you kept playing this, I'm pretty sure the losses would start stacking up and you'd be closer to like a 50% win rate. But it's a pretty powerful combo. And if you're going Naya, sometimes it's really easy to catch your opponent off guard. A lot of people aren't gonna expect you to play, you know, the enchantment and all these blue spells when you're playing Land of War Elves and all these other cards. I think the more consistently you can get a turn 3 or 4 combo down, the better this deck is going to be. It was a really bold move of going with no like removal, no interaction whatsoever, but it kind of makes sense with this speed. Also, I forgot to mention in the intro how like the combo works. Basically, rebuild the city creates 3/3/3 creatures. Well, you target a land and you make 3 copies of it, except they're 3/3 creatures. And then you do that twice, and now you have 6 3/3s, and then you play heroic reinforcements, and it gives all your creatures +1/+1 and haste, so you can attack in for lethal. Obviously, if your opponent is gaining a lot of life, you can keep playing rebuild the city as many times as you need to get up to a lethal attack. I added 1 Breach of the Multiverse. During test plays, I came up against an opponent that was playing Authority of Consuls, and basically, no matter however many creatures I make, they all come in tapped, and I was going to lose the next turn. Well, if I had Breach the Multiverse, I can loop Breach, and this town ain't big enough to the point where I'll just mill the opponent. So I added Breach as like a secondary win condition. Season of Weaving, I think this is like the win con on the best of 3 version. I'm not sure, but if you use Abuelo's Awakening to make the enchantment into a creature, then you can use Season of Weaving's 2-paw option to make it into a token copy, and then return all non-token permanents to its owner's hand. And the reason why you would want to do that is this is something that happened during test play as well, is I went up against an opponent that reanimated Valgavoth. Well, anything that goes in the graveyard gets exiled by Valgavoth, so I wouldn't have a chance to play this town ain't big enough and then keep grabbing it from the graveyard because it wouldn't be in the graveyard, right? So if your opponent plays Valgavoth or Rest in Peace, Season of Weaving will be a great way to counter that. Beseech the Mirror is the first thing you grab with the Invasion, so that you can grab your other copy of Invasion of Arcovius. And then Cosmic Rebirth, I've never used this, but I'm assuming if for whatever reason you end up discarding or milling all copies of your Invasion or whatever permanent that you want to cast, you can get Cosmic Rebirth to bring it back out of the graveyard into either your hand or the battlefield. Most likely your hand, because all your permanents are more than 3 mana. Anyway, that's the whole explanation of the cards in the sideboard for anybody who was curious. And yeah, that's the deck. It's a lot of fun. Surprisingly positive win rate. Could have been just my luck. Could be the deck. I don't know. If you guys get a chance to test it out and have different results, let me know in the comments. If you stuck around this long, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for your support. And I'll see you in the next video. So until then, take care.